We're standing in front of the Cannon Building and the United States Capitol here in Washington, D.C. This is William Owens, and you recently wrote a book about something that has something to do with the election here and
yes,
with Obama. And also you're here at this event today where we're talking about new legislation that's to protect people from gender or sex selection, or I should say sex selection or race selection. What can you tell us about why you're here?
Well, you know, when you take a look at life, you take a look at the birds that gracefully glide in the air, you take a look at the trees, the pedestals on a flower, and we by all means celebrate those. If it were not for the sky, if it were not for every ounce of creation, life would be imbalanced. And if we're going to do what we do to protect those part of God's creation, we would be remiss to fall short to protect human life. And so the purposes for those creations was so that we could enjoy them. So without us, you know, God's masterful plan is not quite fulfilled. And so it is important that I be here to represent what I believe is important to God, and that's to protect the life of the unborn and not give the right for abortion to exist on the premise of the sex of the child and of the race of the child, at least. And this, so that's the beginning. What I believe is the beginning of a journey that will totally repeal any act of destroying God's creation.
And the book that you wrote, like I say, we're in the middle of an election season right now. What do you think about Obama's candidacy? A lot of people are voting for him specifically, they say, because he's black, and they think, let's put a black representative in there. I'm not opposed to having a black representative as President of the United States, and I think most people I know aren't, but in this case, is this a reason to vote for someone?
No, it's not. The name of the book is Obama, Why Black America Should Have Doubts. One can find out more about it at blackarc.org. But the purpose of the book is to bring awareness to our values. We should never put pigmentation over principles. We should never vote for someone because they look like us. We should vote for someone because they celebrate our values. They celebrate the totality of who we are. You know, the color of who we are is certainly a part of God's masterful plan, but it's the substance of who we are, you know, that represents our total person. You know, it was Martin Luther King Jr. said we should never judge a man by the content by the color of his skin, but by the content of his character. And that should hold true for Obama, should hold true for you and me. That's how we should vote. And so when Black America presumptuously assumes that a black president would be good for Black America and for America alike, I beg to differ. We should not surrender our responsibility as citizens of the United States to anyone because they merely look like us.
And are there any other websites, anything else you'd like to direct people to?
Sure. The publishing company that published the book is itouchpublishers.com. Our site for blackamericas.org, Black Americas for Real Change, is blackarc.org.
Great. Well, thank you, William Owens.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you taking the time, and we wish you, good luck on your sales, and we'll help promote it wherever we can.
I appreciate it. Thank you.